An artist who sees the world in colors. A nonprofit that finds employment for the disabled. A designer whose inspiration comes from a black samurai warrior. And a photographer who captures not just faces, but mentors others. Not exactly a portrait of corporate America, but it's exactly what the Brooklyn Collective is all about. Housed in 3 buildings on Brevard Street, Monique Douglas says this reincarnation of the block builds on the concept that was begun by the Black founders more than 100 years ago.
It was the first African-American financed, designed, and occupied office building in the city of Charlotte. Actually an incubator for small businesses where they were providing resources and support to help these businesses scale and grow. And we've gone back to that model today and incubating 9 small businesses and nonprofits.
So I started Advocations to help people with disabilities gain access to real job opportunities in Charlotte and beyond.
For Lindsay and her clients, this space allows the inclusion of all the concerns of the disabled.
Brooklyn Collective gives me kind of the space to be around people that are always challenging the status quo. And it inspires me to think differently and make sure that I'm doing as much as I can to really make a difference in the Charlotte community.
We are about community. We are a collective of people that are like-minded. We look out for each other's interests, and we look for opportunities to collaborate.
A self-taught photographer, his business at Studio 229 on Brevard also provides space for poets and more. As one of the innovators of this concept, Kevin Douglas points out the collective's responsibility to the next generation.
In this space, we will mentor, we'll teach, but I think most of all, we'll provide opportunities.
I was inspired by a story about the first African samurai named Yasuke.
For designer embroiderer Gordon HOLLIDAY, this space allows him to expand his business.
I really sat down and creatively thought, I wonder what African samurai would wear in 2021. What is like the contemporary style of that? And I reimagined those looks on the runway.
This millennial's business is also green, with recycling at its heart.
For example, this was a hoodie. This mesh on the front was a football jersey. These are upholstery fabrics.
The Brooklyn Collective has also nurtured a budding talent uncovered during a nationwide protest.
When the riot started June 10th, I kept seeing so many different darker colors.
A young artist was about to spray paint the side of one of the collective's buildings when he was approached by the collective's Kevin Douglas.
Justin was a hidden gem that the collective only got a chance to polish.
I wanted to really try to emphasize what I saw as an artist, but in a sense, it was like I wasn't just the only one who was in that mental space. And I was like, well, right now in my mental, I see color.
Now, he's artist in residence at the Brooklyn Collective, with works exhibited in local museums and at the Van Gogh exhibit. The collective includes space for all types of exhibits. One currently features frontline workers during the pandemic, as well as open community space. A partnership with the Blumenthal will eventually utilize the former AME Zion Church as a performing arts center. But there is more work to do.
The next phase of what we can do, corporate partnerships. We need the community and corporate to rally around the mission of what we're doing here.
Yet the most important thing the collective may be doing is providing a diverse environment and a place where collaboration, culture, and community all meet.
The Brooklyn Collective really is looking to be that place in our city that, number one, sets an example for what it looks like when people of diverse backgrounds come together for a common good.
So pose the question, does a tree grow in Brooklyn? Well, in Charlotte's Brooklyn, the seeds of a collective have staked a firm root on the future. For Carolina Impact, I'm B. Thompson.
We hope you enjoyed the story. If you don't want to miss any more great stories about the Charlotte region, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.